trapped, there's no way out, no escape. What's been unleashed cannot be caged. No remorse and no reverse. What can't be seen can hurt you still. Hidden threats. Are we just slaves in our own homes? A time for despair or a time for panic? Is mother cleaning up our mess? Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear. There is no time we cannot waste. Clock is ticking, and loneliness is our salvation. Isolation keeps us there. A worldwide apocalypse of now. Armageddon going viral. We're live and choking on the stream as consciousness begins to fade. Is mother cleaning up our mess? Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear. Can there be a riot with no crowd in this new order we have found? Our voice, but no one hears the sound. Always screaming, yeah, it's this loud. Is mother cleaning up our mess? Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear. Is mother cleaning up our mess? Should we pray or should we confess? There's only tragedy here in this new paradigm of fear.
What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? We got some people in the house. We got Deep Gravity. We've got Russ. We've got Dr. Zorder. I'm glad you're here so I could do that. We got Frigsy. We've got SM Borthwick. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Well, as you know, it's been a bit of a week, hasn't it? something. I was getting ready to celebrate tonight, earlier in this week because, the Democrats won the Senate. That was awesome. That nobody really thought that was going to happen. But then, some other stuff happened that was not so good. So anyway, I think that's going to be reflected. Hey, Sion's here. How you doing, Sion? So I think that's going to be the unfortunate and really just unbelievable events of this week that just have kind of gripped us this week. So our next track is going to be All of Us Are Terrified. Hoping we can get away from this stuff, but we just can't, can we?
We are unsettled, we fidget and we spin. We battle tenaciously, but it's the losers that always win. We want for justice, seems the just are the ones getting iced. We have to pay for our freedom, but nobody can afford the price. We can only speak out bravely when the majority agrees. Our emojis are sad and afraid because we don't want to bleed. Read the book of our faces, we are all the ones oppressed. We tweet like birds in the shadows, stressed and so depressed. All of us are terrified, all of us have no place to hide. All of us are terrified, all of us are terrified. We protest, but we don't progress. Our backs are against the wall. Everyone knows in the future, the past will damn us all. The ones most deeply offended are the ones who know they're wrong. The same who shouted hooray for violence all stand for the Twilight Song. Uncaring and capitalist, they prey upon our fear, crushing us like aluminum cans. We get recycled and we disappear. The tired lies and alibis covers them as would a shield. We're instant scam and they've been programmed to keep the truth concealed. All of us are terrified, all of us have no place to hide. All of us are terrified, all of us are terrified. spinner go round and round. We scream inside, but we make no sound. Some of us pray and some are prey, and nothing matters anyway. Watch the spinner go round and round. We scream inside when we make no sound. Some of us pray and some are prey, and nothing matters anyway. All of us are terrified. All of us have no place to hide. All of us are terrified. All of us are terrified. All of us are terrified. All of us have no place to hide. All of us are terrified. All of us are terrified.
So that was written in 2017, and the mood hasn't changed a lot since then. Yeah, so I think it was Russ said that they banned Trump permanently on Twitter. Well, they did before, and then they let him back on for some reason. Maybe they did it again. Hopefully they did it again. And Jade said just had a minor tremor. Went for about 15 seconds. Wow. I remember we had one here back in 2011, and it was the weirdest thing. And we don't get earthquakes here. But thank you very much, SM. We don't get earthquakes here. It was the most bizarre thing. It felt like a big truck was idling outside. And I'm like, but it just kept getting worse. And I'm like, wait a second. I don't think that's a truck. And then I had to wait until later on, the news report came in. Thank you very much, Jade and Russ. The news report came in that we had an earthquake all up and down the East Seaboard. Maybe you might have seen that. It was in August of 2011. But we haven't had one since. It was strange, though. I don't know. There was actually some damage in some places, believe it or not. Even though it wasn't really that bad, but it was bad enough. So anyway, I saw somebody said before that Trump is a carrot. Well, this next song is called "Could Be No Tomorrow," and it might have to do with that. Man with a terrible plan, terrible weapons in a hair trigger hand. Nothing is sacred, nothing is sure. World in danger, death at the door. We're finding out that it's all in doubt. Worse off with than we were without. Playing with lives like a video game. No reset button, we go down in flames. There could be no tomorrow.
show, flamethrower fatally flawed. Phony allegiance to a fraudulent god requires eviction by 2 or 25. The only hope humanity stays alive. There could be no tomorrow. Our world is dead on a live show, shrouded black like a shadow. And there could be no tomorrow. One finger on the button, the other up the ass. This festering fascist, not an ounce of class. Mayday, mayday, this is SOS. Some odious shit taken to excess. If we survive, we should learn a stern lesson. No one will absolve us in our darkest confession. Likely we succumb to the curse of can't get worse. The human race collapses and rides off in a hearse. There could be no tomorrow. Our world is dead on a live show, shrouded in black like a shadow. And there could be no tomorrow. There could be no tomorrow. Our world is dead on a live show, shrouded in black like a shadow. And there could be no tomorrow. All right, all wrong, control, alt delete. All right, all wrong, control, alt delete. All right, all wrong, control, alt delete. All right, all wrong, control, alt delete.
Yeah, that was also written back in 2017. That was Could Be No Tomorrow. Yeah. So you're talking about the Budgie was doctor's orders said the Budgie was scared when they had when you had an earthquake and lamp did a lamp fall on your head when you had the earthquake? Jeez, that's crazy. Thanks, Russ. Thanks, Doc. All right. So now the very first track that I did tonight was the new Paradigm of Fear. That was off of Virus Infect, which was from this year, of course. And this track is also one from Virus Infect. This one is called Dystopia. So here we go. This is Dystopia off of Virus Infect.
down until we die, bruised and burned by the flames of this life, wearing us down until we die, riding our backs, they reach the sky, wearing us down until we die. Dry your eyes, maybe it's time for a battle cry. Dystopia, dystopia, forced to live in this dystopia. Dystopia, dystopia, nothing left to give in this dystopia. Dystopia, dystopia, forced to live in this dystopia. Dystopia, dystopia, nothing left to give in this dystopia.
All right, so that was Dystopia from Virus Infect. Friggy, thanks so much. You love the intro in this. It's all, yeah, I like it too. All right, so for this next track, and hopefully I'll get through this all right. This is a little bit of fun I'm gonna have. This is a track I wrote back in 2005. It's off the Blasphemous 2005 album. And thanks so much, Doc and Russ. This is a little track called Ready to Explode. And I didn't know, sometimes in SM and Frigsy, thanks again. I didn't know, sometimes I write songs and they're very prescient about, things that are going to happen, almost prophetic. And this song is no exception. So without further ado, let's see what we can do about Dystopia. In 2005, Blasphemous 2005.
Living on this planet is like living on a bomb. The fuse is fucking lit, and the countdown is on. Global warming, AIDS, and terrorists. Wars in many countries. Guns and fists, earthquakes, tornadoes, and fucking nasty storms. Sun getting hotter as the planet starts to warm. Hope you brought your helmet, 'cause we're going for a ride. Earth will be destroyed by 2099. We try to fight it, but we know that the whole fucking world is ready to explode. We try to fight it, It's like the Middle Ages in the times of the Black Plague. Our world is dying. Our lives are full of decay. The wildfires are burning, consuming all you see. The chemicals and gases of industry are in the air we breathe. The media controls what we think and do. Turn on the TV to find out what to wear and who to screw. But when the world fucking self-destructs in that second of blood and fire, there will be a moment of beauty when all those who control will expire. We try to fight it, but we know that the whole fucking world is ready to explode. We try to fight it, but we know that the whole fucking world is ready to explode. We try to fight it, but we know that the whole fucking world is ready to explode. We try to fight it, but we know that the whole fucking world is ready to explode.
That was Ready to Explode from Blasphemous 2005. Watching War of the Worlds in the background. This is perfect. Is that the old one with the? I always thought that the alien ships in there looked like. Now, if you're really young, you might not remember this, but in school, they used to have these overhead projectors where you would put like a transparency thing on, and it would beam it up on the wall. And I always thought that those spaceships in War of the Worlds, like especially the original one from like 1950s or whatever, looked like that. It looked like those things. But I don't know how much experience people have with those overhead projectors. Thanks so much, SM and Russ and Jade. And Deep Gravity, take care. You're probably already long gone, but anyway, yeah. So that was Ready to Explode off of Blasphemous 2005. Now, that song originally, the vocals went high like it did at the end, but I wasn't that brave today. So I did it at the end, but I wasn't going to do it for the whole song because it's, yeah. Anyway, so I have another song. This is off of a weird album that I did that I never released called the One Day album, where I attempted to write an album in one day. But that didn't happen. I think it ended up taking about 2 weeks. But I still call it the One Day album. Here's the weirdest thing about the One Day album is that I can't find any of the project files for it. I have no idea where they went. So if I ever need to like recreate it or rebuild it or something, I can't do it. I just have the backing tracks, and I have this actual song. It's called "I'm Afraid of the World." And I couldn't find the lyrics for it. which it was really weird. I looked in every place where I have lyrics, and I have lyrics in a bunch of different places, and I probably should try to consolidate these things more, which I'm starting to do with iCloud. Fortunately, iCloud is like amazing for this organizing and stuff. But yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to go into my closet, and I had a bunch of lyrics that were already like printed out, and I just happened to find it. So the file existed at one point in time, but I don't know where it went to. It was really weird. But luckily, I found the lyrics. If I didn't do that, I was just gonna try to transcribe them. But anyway, fortunately, I found it, so I transcribed off that. But anyway, this is called "I'm Afraid of the World." I think I wrote this around like 2010, 2011 or so. I'm not exactly sure when this was written, when this was recorded and produced. But anyway, so this is "I'm Afraid of the World" from the unreleased One Day album. There we go.
If I'm acting strange, I can't help it, but I've got this horrific fear of the world, and I just wish that it could all go away. But it's here and it's here to stay, because there's all kinds of people, and most of them wouldn't think twice before they fuck up your day, or worse, your life. But that's what happens when you don't live in fear. It could be you if it isn't them. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of the world. No, I'm not going out there alone, terrified of what might happen if I'm out by myself. It is enough to make me long for my death, and it will come at the hands of the people who are out there. It is better for me to just stay indoors than to risk what might occur if I step out for even 1 second. There is nothing in this world that is worth putting me in such great danger. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of the world. I don't ever wanna go outside. I don't ever wanna go outside. Please don't make me go outside. I don't ever wanna go outside. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of the world.
That was "I'm Afraid of the World." And Russ likes the bass line, thanks. And he says the work is very well put together. And he says, always makes the guitar too loud. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because you're an electronic musician. Usually it's the guitar players that do that. I bet it, I don't know. I'd have to listen, and I don't know if I've heard one where you've had a lot of guitar, but yeah. Just, I guess, turn it down. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much, Doctor's Orders, Russ, S.M. Borthwick. Yeah, so this next track that we're going to do, this is a really old track. This is from my third album, Final Repose. That's what it was. Final Repose, which was released in 2000. Friggsy said that was great. Thanks so much, Friggsy. Yeah, this was originally released in 2000. I redid this song. This was probably redone back in 2015 because I've gone on a spree of redoing old songs in 2015. So that would be my guess. So anyway, so this is Nothing Ever Changes. It's a personal favorite of mine.
Suffering, long chains of innocence gone by. My mind distorting, Jesus would let me be the Christ, crucified on the cross. This world is home and I'm in hell. Life is lived, life is lost. Who spawned this world where hate is bread and waste is wine? And how can we face another day where money is time? And how can we stand things stay the same? changes. How can I wish to be alive when nothing ever changes? These words are sick and I am strange. Love is faded. They show off, but their hearts are stone. Kindness is dated. Nobody cares or shows affect. It's not the chic thing. This goddamn place can't fucking rot. Die while I sing. Who spawned this world where hate is bred and waste is wine? And how can we face another day where money is time? And how can you stand things stay the same? Static ranges. How can I wish to be alive when nothing ever changes? When nothing ever changes. When nothing ever changes. When nothing ever changes.
That was Nothing Ever Changes. Friggsy says, dude, you've got some back catalog and all good. Respect. Respect to you, man. Thanks. Thanks for everybody for being here. SM Borthwick likes the guitar tone. The contrast between the clear, clean synth and the distorted guitar works so well here. Thank you so much. I think for most of these songs that are older, I was using Amplitude. I think Amplitude 3 was how I did most of the guitars. Thank you, Doctor's Orders. Thank you, SM. Thank you, Russ. All right, so this next track, this is going to be off of, this was the final track on Regaining Composure in 2013, and this is a track called All Gone Wrong.
a fatal rodeo. Suffocated black lungs gasp sulfur dioxide air. Through tomorrow's viewfinder, keep seeing nothing there. Headless tail, this epic fail. Need prayer that goes unheard. Viral that keeps rambling like we need more senseless words. Stumbled into the shot, but never noticed the gun. It's too late, the blood escaped. I'm going nowhere, yet I run. And I'm all but gone now. The Lord is hitting strong, much more than I imagined. It has all gone wrong. The maggots wait their food while worlds float along. The worst keeps getting worse, and it's all gone wrong. The plan was foolproof, ironclad. It never had a chance. The death clock was ticking down while I practiced my war dance. Condom children never cry about gendersperma suicide. I wish I could have joined them too, but I cannot say I've never lied. This world so pleased to beat you, the displeasure has been all mine. Roots deep into the nerves, and it itches up your spine. Broken need, scab disease displayed for all to see. The hate me movement is spreading wide on alternate reality TV. Yeah! And I'm all alone now. The Lord is hitting strong, much more than I imagined. It has all gone wrong. The maggots wait their food while worlds float along. The worst keeps getting worse, and has all gone wrong. Drip of fire, drop of blood. First the rain and now the flood. Just as night has blacked the sky, I was born, so I must die. Drip of fire, drop of blood. First the rain and now the flood. Just as night has blacked the sky, I was born, so I must die. And I'm all but gone now. The Lord is hitting strong, much more than I imagined. It has all gone wrong. The maggots wait their food while worlds float along. The worst keeps getting worse, and has all gone wrong. And I'm all but gone now. The Lord is hitting strong, much more than I imagined. It has all gone wrong. The maggots wait their food while worlds float along. The worst keeps getting worse and has all gone wrong.
That was all going wrong that was the last track. Epic ending of Regaining Composure. Friggsy asked, is this all GarageBand or are there instruments in this? Seriously impressive. These, pretty much a lot of these songs, except the new ones, were all done in FL Studio. Because I only switched over, I actually only used GarageBand for a little while, exclusively, although there's still things that I use it for, and I bring it in. But, Jade says awesome stuff. Thanks so much, Jade. There's still things that I use GarageBand for, like specific instruments, especially like the acoustic guitar off of the iOS version of GarageBand. Because that I can't play acoustic guitar, and that's the best simulation that I can get of an acoustic guitar is the one, and you can program the chords in and everything. That's really cool. There's some other things that I would use GarageBand for, but now I use Logic. So it's the big brother of GarageBand. But a lot of the same sounds are in there. Thanks, Russ. All right, we're gonna go to this next one. It's gonna be a little more of a fun one than before. This song is called Heavy Song, and this one I wrote as kind of a critique. So I've never really liked the whole moshing scene, and it also, I don't like the idea, lyrics of songs are very important to me, and sometimes I feel like in the heavy music world and in the metal community, particularly and hardcore punk, sometimes people don't really listen to the words. They just, because they're too busy beating the crap out of each other in a mosh pit. Because I go to a show and I just want to sit there and I want to listen to it. This is not going to be a popular opinion, I know. People like moshing and all that. I just never was a really big fan of it. So I just kind of wrote this. It's kind of sarcastic, just about that whole situation and how the lyrics sometimes don't really matter. And also it has a little bit of a dig at myself too, which is interesting anyway. So this is Heavy Song. It's never been released before. Nobody's ever heard it, but we're going to play it right now.
This song is gonna be a hit. Makes it look like I gave a shit and didn't just regurgitate some bold anger and used up hate. I swear that this is all brand new, that I gave my all for you, a soundtrack to get into. Now beat each other up and go screw yourself. This is another heavy song to make you bang your head and sing along. This is another heavy song, so bang your head and since you know the words, just sing it. There's nothing tried about what I say when I complain that nothing goes my way. Then throw in something about drugs and the devil, the things I hate and how I'm a rebel. 'Cause no one listens to the lyrics when they've got a knee bashing into their shin. Their heads ruptured on the cold hard floor. We don't know what you just said, but we want more. This is another heavy song to make you bang your head and sing along. This is another heavy song, so bang your head and since you know the words, just sing it. Thank God I don't get the blame when I make everything the same. Thank God nobody listens when they're punching and kicking and hitting. This is another heavy song to make you bang your head and sing along. This is another heavy song, so bang your head and since you know the words, just sing it.
Yeah, that's just a little bit of fun, you know. Because and everybody wants to outdo like the heaviest song. I wrote the heaviest song. This song is heavier than it's ever been. I don't know. It's just something that irks me a little bit. Anyway, this and Friggsy said drums sound great. Thanks so much. So this next one, you might have heard earlier today on Your Music Live. And this is a cover of a Pete Johns song. And I'm repping Pete Johns right here. He's not here tonight, but anyway, yeah. So this is his track, Murdering Time. So here we go.
Only senses the darkness, only feeling the pain, only time is behind me, don't have nothing to gain, at the end of my tether, only one thing to do. I'm murdering time to save myself from others and the thoughts in my mind. I'm murdering time so I don't
Yeah. It was some Murdering Time. Man, that's such a fun track to perform. Doctor's Order says sounds good. Frigsy enjoyed it. Thanks so much. All right. We got a couple more songs left tonight. I have a murder song of my own. I actually have a murder album. So it's a nice segue into that. It's called The Vengeance Cycle. I released it in 2013. There's a little track off of there. Kind of my sort of murder ballad. It's called Gone and Never Coming Back. So we'll just segue right in to that.
The scars will never heal when the flowers die. And my mind is a funeral where the bodies lie. What you kill will make you strong. Isn't that what they say? Die or stay dead inside. There is no other way. Must have forgotten your code. Your heart is cold again. Frozen and turning black. Your skull's still bleeding where the bullet left its hole. Gone and never coming back. Every day just hate myself for what I have done. But when you boxed me in, where could have I run? The red is on my hands. No place left to hide. Gunshot and smoking still left inside my mind. Must have forgotten your code. Your heart is cold again. Frozen and turning black. Your scar's still bleeding where the bullet left its hole. Gone and never coming back. gone and never coming back.
That was gone and never coming back from the Vengeance Cycle. And Frigsy says, Murder album. Why am I not surprised? Well, it's kind of, so what it really is, it's murder. It's an album about the cycle that you go through in your head when you want to get revenge on somebody. So it's not exactly about a murder. It's about a fictional or a fantasy of murder. So it's really like a murder fantasy. That's what the album is about. There's a lot of layers to it. But anyway, if you are interested in that, of course, you can check out the albums. They're still at bandcamp.com. For Thomas Christ, ThomasChrist.bandcamp.com. That's where you'll find the albums for right now. Of course, I am in the process of hopefully very soon moving to DistroKid. So as long as all that works out, then I might end up there. And I think the stuff will still be at Bandcamp probably, but it might be not. Right now, it's name your price. I may have to set a price at that point. But so get it while it's hot. That's the advice I have for right now. So, as Frigsy likes the lyrics. Thank you so much. And thanks everybody for the clapping. And Russ says, I prefer torture, lol. So these last two songs I'm going to do are from an album that I never released, which is kind of a theme. I have a lot of unreleased material. This was an album that I was going to release, and these are the only two tracks I ever wrote towards it. I was going to write an album about the Book of Revelation, and so all this stuff in these two songs comes directly from the Book of Revelation. It's pretty crazy stuff, but it's all from Revelation. So this is the next track is called The Great Many. I've always liked the way these tracks sound. I might have to finish this album one of these days.
Satan will be released from his prison and will go out to deceive the nations in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them for battle. In number, they are like the sand on the seashore.
Mass murder on a scale of monumental proportions. No one will be left on the earth alive. Mass murder on a scale of monumental proportions. No one will be left on the earth alive.
The appointed time has come, we are armed and we're ready. The world is at the point of the guns, we're holding steady. There is no holding back, this is the point of attack. Christian bodies will be piled to the heavens in a stack. Satan is about to break free from his cage. Armageddon is the place, the whole world will be a stage. I will be a devil with the leading role. The great many will destroy everything you've ever known. The great many we number as the sands. The great many got the future in our hands. The great many in the kingdom of the beast. The great many on your souls shall we feast. We will weave a deception like the world's never seen. We will take your firstborn children and throw them in the sea. The beast will arise inside of my body and will rain down plagues and woes on the meek and the godly. The deaf will be blinded and the blind will be made mute. As the beast goes inside, command the army to shoot. As the women and the children, the weak and the frail, will drink the blood of the world from the prostitute's grail. The great many we number as the sands. The great many got the future in our hands. The great many in the kingdom of the beast. The great many on your souls shall we feast.
This is coming sooner than you think. The Third World War has started.
Make love, not war, will be no more. Make hate, don't wait, will be the cure. Make love, not war, will be no more. Make hate, don't wait, will be the cure. Make love, not war, will be no more. Make hate, don't wait, will be the cure. Make love, not war, will be no more. Make hate, don't wait, will be the cure. The great many we number as the sands. The great many got the future in our hands. The great many, those against us will be least. The great many will be keeping the peace.
And now, by the way, those samples are from a guy. He's a he's a horrible person. He's amazing to sample. Maybe you recognize him. He's a television evangelist, John Hagee. If you've never heard John Hagee before, you want to talk about sampling a preacher, Russ. I know you did that for a song recently. John Hagee is the guy that you want to sample. Because he's got some he just opens his mouth and crazy stuff comes out. And he gets so angry. He's so angry. That's what I love about him. He's so angry. Anyway, so this last song, it says 666. Here we go.
If anyone has insight, let him calculate the number of the beast. His number is 666.
I wanna write it on your children. I wanna put it on your hand. I wanna stamp it on your forehead. I'm sure that you will understand. You are numerically coded. It will be plain for all to see that you belong to the dragon. It's not hypocrisy, it's prophecy. 666! 666! 666! 666! 666! 666! 666! You won't be anything without it, but a target of my government. You gotta show me your allegiance, so I know you won't outside of it. You realize we're in this together. The God of love has left us both behind. So tell me now, who really cares for you? Don't you think it's time to wear my sign? 666! This is the number of the beast. 666. It drives the greatest and the least. 666. This is the number of the beast. 666. Without which you cannot feast. 666. 666. 666.
It will be God's stoning of the ungodly by his own hand.
There it was. 666. And with that, now that I have no voice, we're going to wrap things up for tonight. I just want to thank you all for being here once again. To Frigsy, to Russ, to Doc Zorders. Oh, how could I forget? Doc Zorders. To SM Borthwick, to Jade, to my wife Amelia has briefly stopped in the chat. She's downstairs. Anybody else? I don't want to miss anyone. I think that's about it. Sion was here for a minute. Yeah, so if I miss somebody, I really apologize for that. Anyway. Yeah, Jade666. Thanks, SM Borthwick's a strong finish. Great show. Dr. Zord. I got to do it one more time. You know I got to do it. Dr. Zorders says, thanks, Tom. Awesome evening. Well, I thank you all for being here. It really means a lot to me. And I won't tie you up too much longer here. We'll be back again. Same bat time. Same Thomas Christ time. Same Thomas Christ channel next week. So until then, I wish you the best of times. Hopefully things settle down next week. Maybe we'll get an impeachment hearing. I'm hoping we will, because that needs to happen desperately. But one way or another, we'll be back here again next week. Bring a friend, bring a neighbor, bring an enemy, bring a sibling, bring anybody that you think might dig this. If you don't subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And other than that, I think that's going to do it for tonight. So once again, take care, folks. And I'll probably see you around on some of the other streams that we all frequent. So take care.